Hello, and welcome back to Blenderalis Live Nodding. In this episode, I want to share the breakdown of these recreations of Aurora inside geometry nodes in Blender. So it's not really perfect. This is like really simplified, but at least we can see like a kind of like a nice color gradients. And in my idea, it's like the Aurora is created like, oh, okay. I asked Meta AI and what is Aurora and why we are getting it in the last few days. We get to see the Aurora in some places in the world. If you, especially if you are near the pole of the Earth, that's because the charged particle from the sun interacting with the Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere, and because of the sun flares, it's become more apparent. So supposedly you can see it. You can't really see it from Sydney because it was too cloudy and rainy. So I thought I just gonna make video just to document that. So I recreate it using Blender. Anyway, it's like, for me, it's like imagine if you have like a sphere, and then the sphere has this part of the particles from the sphere or the Earth interacting with the UV of the sun. Anyway, it's, in my case, it's just like a thin membrane of surface that's being deformed by noise, and it's I just give it different color of noise. So let me try to explain it. First of all, turn on everything, turn off the lock view. Okay, lock the camera view. Now we are outside. So I just have this membrane. You can probably already can guess what's going on. This is the node tree. This is the material, also important. Originally, this is just like a like a moving worm or snakes that's created using a simple line. So if you have simple lines and you have you resample the lines and then disturb it using noise, you're gonna get the snake, right? Let me show you. I think there you go. This type of lines, snake, that's kind of interacting with the noise texture because of this node. Just 3 nodes plus the last one. Let me, if I play around with the number, you probably can see. Okay, this one is just to enlarge it, I think. Oh, that's why. Yeah, it's just a bunch of noise. So a single 2 points of line just give you that. Multiple lines, you get that, right? It's pretty simple. And I can interact with I can use the noise controlling the X and Y of position of the lines. So it can be wider, taller. I think I have the third noise controlling the lines. This one to add more streaks if I really want to make it more streaky. This is the noise. I can control the noise scale, same as previous lines. And then so 3 set position, and after I do that, I just convert it into nerve, so it's smooth. It's smooth like that. And then I just use curve to mesh, extrude mesh. Oh yeah, extrude is important. So it's become like that. So I just we can increase that. So it's becoming very apparent how I created this. It's rather simple. Let's reduce this smaller. Let me save. I guess this could be nicer if the extrude just kind of clamp at the bottom. Yeah, I think I can do that within my own time, but the rest of them is just set material, but also let's see, greater than UV unwrap. Oh yeah, I use the UV unwrap just to, this is the, to create the UV for the material. Okay, this one is slightly random, but I basically compare the face area. If it's greater than a certain value, just UV unwrap it. It's a little bit random, not perfect, but I just want to have a UV for my surface. And the next one, I just use the geometry UV map that's kind of transfer from here, and then use noise vector, so another noise, and the vector from the UV X and Y, and then just multiply it with another noise, plug this into color ramp, and this really, you know, this gradient also affects the final result. And I just plug it to emission, color emissions, and the base color, so we have some kind of reaction. I think the spectrum of color will give better result, and then just play around with these colorations. Yeah, this is just extra noise on top, and we have that. Imagine, okay, I have another surface here just to reflect. Imagine if you're outside in the ocean, you can see the horizon, and you can see this color. I think not our eyes can see it, because, you know, most people probably can see it if you can see the aurora the other day. I think the rays kind of hits the planet Earth differently, so it's give different color. If it's cloudy, it's just like gonna be gray. Get this spectrum of color. Alternatively, you can, okay, with this material, without this UV, you can try to just use generated and separate XYZ, and just use the Z, plug the Z into the color ramp. Not as exciting, but you get the gradient anyway, because the gradient is gonna be there like straight like that, just the ramp. But with our own UV, we can control the streaking of the light, the color, and the sampling of the curve also will affect the result of the curve. So I increase the number. It's almost like a thin ice over invisible particle, so it's kind of, the particle got excited and it's got different color. Yeah, I think I get the idea here. It could be better. Oh yeah, I use the alpha just to make it more transparent, like a transparent fabric or cloth. Otherwise it's just, yeah, colorful gradient over a thin extruded curve. I think I have a different variation. I think I tried, yeah, this one is just using the gradations generated UV, so we have the color ramp over the surface. The other one, oh, similar to that. This is the newer versions where we use our own custom UV, and it's gonna create these streaks of color. Thought it's kind of nice. Would be nicer if it works in EV. I don't know. This is cycles. Maybe EV News. It will work with EV News. I don't know. Maybe it will. You can use transmission as well and see if that works. Yeah, otherwise just like a random noise color over surface, just like that. But I have to render it using cycles. So yeah, kind of nice and simple. Pretty interesting phenomenon. The actual Aurora Australis or Borealis is up there. Australis, you can get another chance to see the southern light tonight. Yeah, maybe if you got lucky. It looks like that, just like a thin membrane, streaks of color. I think there's just like a bunch of lines giving gradient, color gradient. It's easier to see if you're on the south or north part of the earth, and in the higher place, I guess, especially near water. And yeah, with the stars, it's like aurora. Yeah, gradient over stars. Looks really beautiful, I guess. So that's how I recreated using Blender. I think that this could be improved, but it's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. Alright, hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.